The question really been on my mind this morning is who or what says that Bitcoin has to do anything at all? Yes, we read the charts and charts say certain things. We create these channels and we say it's going to do these things. But the bottom line is the only thing that makes Bitcoin go do anything is actually people. Of course, some people believe that everything is manipulated and we're watching, and they're just creating drawings on the screen and we're just following those drawings. Can I agree with them? Not enough of proof to say so. But to a certain small movements, I agree they can do that. And it wouldn't be complicated to do that. The programmers that actually build access to do that would actually have to sign non-disclosure agreements, or maybe not even be alive after they build that access. But that information would already leaked out if they've been manipulating chart data at that extent. I have a mechanical engineer mind, which also I like to look at things. I like to kind of give you guys a little understanding. Back in the school days when I was going to school, I couldn't understand the way the math was taught in school, and some of you might relate to that. Um, and you might already have figured out why that was happening. If not, then let's talk sometime one on one. But what I did is actually would take the answer, take the problem, and I'll find my own way. Like a reverse engineer, I would actually find my own way and reverse engineer how to reach the destination to an answer my own way. My teacher, who got shot when I was in eighth grade, who actually also the only person who actually realized that I have huge potentials in math instead of everybody else throwing me in general math and trying to use toothpicks to teach me how to add one plus one. Um, she was amazed when she realized what actually I'm doing. Because when teachers teach, they also ask you to show how you reach the answer on the paper. So I'd actually show it how I reach the answers, and she'll be amazed that I did not follow the system that was created to reach the answer. I created my own system to reach to that same conclusion, to the same answer. And not always the system would work. It would work on one problem. When I moved on to the second problem, it would work. Then I would have to come up with a new system to achieve that. So, based on that information, when I look at charts and I look at and I follow the chart on a second by second basis, I see what's happening behind the scenes where a lot of people would have no knowledge, no understanding. For them, it would be just way over the head. And someday I want to actually s- do that series of videos to hopefully try to explain to what's happening behind scenes, and maybe it will make sense to somebody. But here at this video, I want to talk about the only thing that makes anything go up is down is limit orders and market orders. Simply is that. Nothing else makes anything go anywhere without those two things. Now, when we're talking about limit orders and market orders, now is the question which direction, how many orders, limit orders out there, what's the volume of those orders, and then follow up with the market orders. How much can the market orders meet those limit orders? Let's say an example. We're gonna zoom in right here, and I'm going to use a ruler so you guys can actually understand. And I'm going to take from exactly from this spot. Sorry. And I'm going to go to 30, 35, 9. Let's go to maybe 35. So pretty much we're looking here at about 0.5% move. In that 0.5% move, we have $100 million worth of limit orders. That means we need at least, at minimum, and usually that number triples, and even sometimes even goes more than that when it comes down to the details of how it all works. But you need at least minimum. What was I said? I said 100 million. You need to have at least match that amount of those orders, those sell orders, for you to break through that margin and get to the 35,000 price mark. You need 100 million worth of buyer the dollars in buying power just to get through that. Now, in that section alone, in addition to the limit sell orders that are holding that move, you also will have more buyers coming in as well as sellers coming in, so that number starts increasing usually by 3 times at minimum. Depends how heavy the volume is. Now, can as we actually are watching this, sorry, I need to turn this up, and I am watching this, we have a strong support here at the bottom. We have a strong support here at the top. We have a strong support at 35, 36, and I'm pretty sure there probably going to be another one at 38. Same thing in reverse. We have strong support at 33.2, 32.4, and there's more support. Those are very heavy amount of limit orders that are actually standing, and we need to go through those. Now, as I watch and I see altcoins like DGB, DOT, and there's quite a few other ones that actually hit as high as 20% in 24-hour cycle. I can tell you, people are trading Bitcoin at minimum, moving money into other coins as long as Bitcoin stays green on a day chart. So, because this is a second day green on a day chart, people are moving money into other coins, and the move is a lot higher in a percentage in certain coins. And only newcomers and certain people that like to trade Bitcoin are the one actually making the small moves. So my question, when we get to the end of this triangle, Will Bitcoin actually go anywhere if we're not going to have volume and velocity coming into Bitcoin? See, it does have enough of energy to stay still. As a theory I spoken a couple of videos ago, something that goes up has to come down if it doesn't have an energy to keep it going up. Bitcoin still has enough of energy to stay still in the air, in the area of around 30, between 36 and let's say 33,000. So what if we won't have any new blood, or however you guys want to call it, new money coming in? All we're going to do is just going to have a transition. Instead of here shrinking triangle, it will just move into expanding triangle. Because it's a lot easier for it to continue in that tunnel than break out into any direction, because nobody's willing to put their money up to make that happen. And none of us has that much of money to make that happen either. So when I'm talking about a crowd of people. So my opinion, it might go nowhere. Allowing, but at the same time, as we continue sliding to the right, allowing other coins to do whatever they need to do. Some go through a drop, some continue growing, fluctuate, and we might actually see this going for a couple of months. Hey, Tom, I'm not saying you're wrong. It has to go down. I, if you misunderstand me, I do apologize. All I'm saying that with very minimum volume that we have, just let's go back into a chart. Look at the amount of volume to push through. Again, to push through, to push through. But as we moving forward to the right, the further we move, the smaller the candles open and close, spread between open and close are happening, which means less volume, less traders, or the limit orders are being built on both sides so heavy that neither that the and the amount of money that's coming in is not enough to go anywhere at all. I wish we would actually be able to see limit orders, how big on each side. If somebody knows how to actually see that, I would actually love to see that. That would be another area for me to actually research and study. But I imagine it's just there's a big walls, and they're just not easy for Bitcoin to conquer. At the same time, allowing other coins to continue to do what they need to do. And this might be a possibility for it to continue for a while some of these coins can get their 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, even 2x in the next couple of months by slowly chipping away, um, 10% on average a week, I would say. 5% on average a week, with the ups and downs. Because not every day a coin can grow, especially on the day that the Bitcoin has a reversal. Uh, Majority coins will do still follow Bitcoin. So it is something to think about. Um, I am looking into various options because if this does continue sliding to the right, the video that I created talking about creating a group where we can search coins and trade is be the only solution moving forward. Identifying like a coin that if we would have could have identified that in 24 hours ago when it started breaking out. DGB when it started breaking out 24 hours or whatever. See, we could have still traded as long as we have the proper tools to do so. That means trading on platforms that actually charge very little fee, like Binance on spot. I believe they're trading 0.075% on entry and exit. And futures, they're actually a lot cheaper than actually spot. In futures, they're charging only 0.04% of a percent. So on $1,000, you're talking about 40 dollars. That's correct. Let me open up a calculator. So oh, to apologize. I have a camera cooked up, don't use it. So $1,000 times 0.0004. So 40 cents on $1,000 is what's the fee on $1,000 tradable. So 40 cents in, 40 cents out. That's $1 on $1,000 round trip in a trade. Um, and I personally think we can definitely do a 1.5 to 2.5% in on any of these coins that actually have 5% or more move. On coins that have 20%, we can probably bring in around 5 to 10% profit as well. Now, if we properly use leverage and and pick out the best coins with the best move, comparing what happening in Bitcoin, and hoping, of course, there's no negative news, we can actually do better even on those. Um, so I definitely looking forward into getting that going, at least for myself, if anybody else not willing to join and work together. So that is a plan B. I'm still hoping for the plan A. We start breaking out on Bitcoin either direction. I prefer that we do drop to 28 and then go up, but either direction will do fine with me. But even if we keep sliding to the right, I believe I have a solution. It's not getting rich solution, but it is a solution that we can trade and make between 30 to 100% profit on our balance a month, and which for some of us is what we need to keep food on our tables. I do understand those of you because I am in the same situation. If I don't reach certain quota for my client, I don't get paid, and that I need those results. So I am looking for those answers. Um, and I'm not sure that I want to actually beg you guys to donate money for me on YouTube, and not sure if I would have a good career in the YouTube. But trading, I believe I can have a good career, and I would prefer trading to actually pay all my expenses YouTube be a place where I just hang out with you guys and share with you guys some of my brain. So that's how I see this. Um, let's see what we can do. But there is a possibility. It's not a big possibility. Some would say less than 1%, but I probably say at this point, seeing what's happening, there is a possibility we might be sliding to the right, ignoring triangles and everything else for quite some time. And the possibility, the further we go into the triangle, to the end of the triangle, the bigger the possibility, percentage of the possibility becomes. Right now, I believe it's possibility probably around 20%. By if we get to the June 10th or 11th, that possibility might get as high as to 40, 50%. Actually, by 11th, the trial, the triangle has ended and it has reversed. So by the 11th, if we don't go anywhere, we are probably around 60, 70% possibility we are sliding to the right. That's as simple as that. See you guys next time.